Travelling and flying as we age can be a nightmare. It can be stiff, painful, we sit the whole time, our body aches, and actually we contemplate whether it's worth the travel in the first place for how it's going to make me feel. Hi there, my name's Jordan Sahota. I am the Strength and Independence Therapist here at Active Motion, and today I want to go through with you my 3 best tips that you can follow in order to make your travel experience phenomenal on your body. It's 3 easy actionable tips and probably nothing that you've not heard before, but with a few alternative takes. So let's get into it and make your travel experience on your body a lot more refreshing than it currently is. So flying as we age can be quite difficult because we feel like we get stiffer, we get aches, we get pains from the flying alone, but it's not just the flying. You've got to get to the airport, which is sitting for a long period of time, for those of you that don't live 5 minutes from an airport. You've got to walk through the airport, which we sit in as well, waiting for a flight. Then we sit for hours, whether it's short haul or long haul, and then we sit the other side in a taxi as well, forgetting that we actually walk from where we land to where the passport control and our bags are can be quite a distance. So my 3 tips for travelling to stop stiffness, aches and pains as we age are here. Number 1, you probably guessed it, but footwear and comfortable footwear is essential. Not just for getting through the airport, but also we see a lot of people, or I do when I fly, that wear flip-flops. They're not comfortable throughout the airport, but on a flight they can be quite comfortable. We see a lot of people that take their shoes off, their closed-toe shoes off. The problem with that is your feet will get hot and swell on a flight, and you'll find it very, very difficult to then put them back on. So flip-flops are great for that, but they're not great for getting through the airports. My advice, find a comfortable pair of trainers that you're happy to wear through the airport. Loosen them, but don't take them off on the flight. That allows you to get them, because they're on, keep them on, walk through the airport without difficulty of getting your feet back in your shoes. You're also eradicating the potential of heel pain because you've got nice comfortable shoes on. My second tip, make sure you take multiple layers with you when traveling. And that's not to keep warm. Flights are cold, so it's a benefit if you use it to keep warm. But it's actually as an aid to help you while you're flying to be more comfortable in your seat. Let me show you. So I have my jumper here, which if I rolled it up, I could make it very, very comfortable as a pillow. Tuck it in here, and then I get to sleep against my jumper. But if I had that there, I could then also get another item of clothing, roll it up, and put it behind me in the small of my lower back to allow for more comfortable sitting, because airplane seats aren't that supportive. That might need to go in between your shoulder blades, for example, or even tuck it into your side so you can curl onto it, depending on how you want to get comfortable and have support on a flight. That's talked through sitting for long periods and getting comfortable. My third tip, which is actually my most essential tip when flying and traveling, bearing in mind that you've sat in the car, you've sat in the airport, you're now sitting on a flight, and now you're sitting in a taxi or transfer to your hotel where you're probably going to sit and have a drink. So for the whole of your travel time, we're spending sitting. On the flight, make sure at least once an hour, ideally twice an hour, which may annoy the people sat in the row alongside you that you might have to get past, get up, move around. But not just get up, move around and walk around. There's some specific exercises that I would recommend you do. The 3 specific exercises that I recommend you do when flying, when you've got up and move around, are these. Number 1, we need to get your lower back moving. And the easiest way of doing that is doing something called pelvic tilting, where I squeeze my buttocks and I turn my pelvis under and then I relax. Squeeze, turn my pelvis under and then relax. It's the most amount of lower back range of motion you're going to get. If you bend down and touch your toes, all you're doing is pivoting at your hips, whereas if you pelvic tilt, you're getting each individual lumbar vertebra moving more freely. My second exercise would be either a squat or a sit to stand, so bending down through this action, or a sit to stand where I'm practicing standing up, which is going to be very difficult on a flight because there's no room to do so. So going into the aisle or the back of the plane and doing some squats or mini squats is going to be essential. The third exercise that I'd give you is a roll down where I go all the way from here, tuck my chin, roll all the way down, bend all the way down, touch my toes, bum up, knees straight, roll all the way back up. If you do that, you're working every single joint in your body through a natural range of motion, which you're not going to get if you're sat for multiple hours on a flight. So there you have it. There's my tips and my 3 exercises that I would recommend you do when traveling to ensure that you're not stiff, achy, and in pain. If you've liked this video, then please do like it here on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anybody that you think is going to benefit.